Hi guys, welcome and welcome back to my channel. In case you see my face for the first time, my name is Tosi. On here we talk on self-improvement, self-development, and everything nice. And in case you've been here before, you already know you are welcome back, my Reggie. Today we're going to be talking on how to find yourself in case you're feeling lost and confused. Without further ado, let's get into the video. Guys, before we get into this video, I'd just like to mention that obviously for you to click on here is because you're feeling confused. Maybe you don't know what you're doing with your life, and you definitely want to know what to do with yourself. Obviously, maybe you have a lot going on, a lot, said by family, or you're just really confused on what you should do with your life, what the next thing about your life is, right? So the first thing you want to do, which is the very first point, I would tell all the points I'm telling you guys are actually points that I have, used. And obviously, anytime I'm confused again, I use in my life. First, it is to shut out all the noise that is around you. Now, I don't mean literally noise, like when you can hear a lot of noise, a lot of car noise, or people making noise and all sorts. That's not what I mean. What I mean is noise from friends. Oh, you should do this because you're good at this. From family, oh, you're supposed to do this at this time because I'm a doctor. You should be a doctor to, when you have your father telling you that, your parents telling you, oh, you're supposed to do this. This is the thing that you're supposed to do. And it just gets you so confused because you have your friends telling you this, you have your family telling you this, you have your partner telling you this. Do you understand? You even have people that you don't know online because you feel like, okay, you're confused with your life, and you come online and you have a lot going on. One thing you need to learn how to do is that you need to be quiet. There's a lot of noise going around, guys. I don't know how else to say it, but there's a lot of noise going around, especially even on social media. Someone can come and tell you that, oh, she sold 5 bags and made 20 million, right? Things like that happen because I'm in the social media. That is part of the noise. Those things can actually make you confused on certain things. So you have to be sure about what you're doing. And number one way to do that is to shut out the noise. Shut out every noise, have your own voice. Learn to hear your own voice. Learn to walk with your own voice. And obviously the voice of the Lord, of course. But it's always very, very important to always shut out the noise. Whatever anybody is saying is what they think that you should do. But what do you think that you should do with your life? Do you understand? And I low-key feel like a lot of noise cause a lot of confusion and make you make a lot of mistakes. Because I mean, when your friend is telling you, oh, you should get a 9 to 5, that's like the next thing you need to do. That's like the only way you can prosper or succeed in life and stuff. And you're like, okay, I want to do it, and meanwhile I'm not even that good at it. That's number one mistake. And to think that maybe you were in that 9 to 5 because your friend suggested it to you for like 2 to 3 years, you've wasted some time. So it really, really can cost you a lot of mistake of your life. Now, after shutting out all the noise, the next thing you have to do is to have a plan. So now you know that from the first point I mentioned that, oh, your family is saying this, your friends saying that, because they feel like that is the next thing you need to do with your life. What do you want to do with your life? It's very important, because I've come to understand that most times when we are lost and confused is because we really, really lucky don't even have a plan, right? We just live life like, oh, I'm going to live life like this, and we wing it. You don't need to be winging your life. I talk about this a lot on my channel. Winging your life, winging your day, winging your year, winging your week, winging your month is not going to get you anywhere. You're just going to see that you are in a particular box over and over and over again. So you don't need to wing it. Have a plan. Plan out your ideal life. What does it mean? What does your when you see yourself, let's say you're out of a bed and you see yourself, or maybe you look at yourself in the mirror, and you're looking at yourself like you've never met yourself before. What is the ideal thing that you say about yourself? Do you see yourself being a business person? I talk about this in my video of reinventing yourself. I'm going to see if I can link it in my description box, right? I think it's like in a series where I talk about how you have to plan ahead. How do you see yourself? What's your ideal self? Like, what do you feel within you? Do you think you want to be a business person? Do you think you want to be, 95 person? Someone who is always on the go of adding knowledge to herself or is herself. To understand, you need to have an ideal plan. It's very, very important. That's one of the reasons why you are confused and why you're lost, because you don't have any plan for yourself. You don't have any plan for your life. So it's always very important to know what you want to do with your life and what is your ideal life. Yeah. The next one is to be organized and track everything about your life, your finances. You need to track what you do with yourself every day. You need to track everything, what you eat, every single thing. Now, what this is going to help you do in your life is going to help you to be organized, right? When you are confused and you're lost, it's because you don't have control of certain things. And the way you can have control of certain things is to be organized. If you've seen people who like to be organized and stuff, is because they like to take control, and the only way they can take control is maybe to be organized with their outfits, right? With their wardrobe, with their finance. That is the only way they could take control of things. Do you understand? You could tap into that. Be organized. Know where all your money is going to. Know where all your thoughts are going to. What are you thinking about? When you're on social media, what do you watch? It's very, very important. It's not going to make you lost, confused, depressed. Honestly, if you track every single thing, where is your money going to? Where is your time going to? Like, when you look at 24 hours in your life, can you tell where 10 hours went into? I started tapping into that over like a year now, and I can literally tell you, okay, 5 hours goes into like me editing. And I'm not saying 5 hours straight, right? I'm saying 2 hours here, 1 hour there, 30 minutes here, 40 minutes there. I could see that. Do you understand? So you need to know, where do your thoughts go to every time. I could tell you, oh, my thoughts goes into this, going to that, because I have a control over it. I'm organized. It's always very, very important for you to track every single thing. That is going to give you a sense of having control over your life to an extent, right? So you are not lost. You are very aware of what your life is about, what you're doing with your time, what you're doing with your life, where your money is going to, people that you talk to. It's always very, very important to track and be organized of everything and anything with your life. I hope that sounds right. Yeah. The next thing is to learn the things that interest you. So the only reason, like I said before, why you're confused and you're trying to find yourself is because you sit over time with people that are outside of you. Now, what I mean by that is people that, I'm not saying that they're bad people, but people that are not you. Do you understand? Nobody is like you. I say this all the time. It sounds like being proud, but you need to always tap into that. Nobody's like you. You are one special being. So you need to understand that. And for you to know that you are one special being, you need to understand that there's so many things to you, good, bad, and the ugly. Yeah, there are so many things about you. Now you need to learn what you are interested in, because you're confused, you're lost, and it just really means that you don't know yourself. So you need to start finding yourself. What are you interested in? Are you interested in painting, watching movies, going out, being by yourself? That's an interest that people really don't talk about much, right? There are people who like to sit. I am number one that person. I recently got to understand that, looky, I am I like to be alone. I really like to be alone. It's not like I don't like people. I like people, but I kind of like to be alone. I think better when I'm alone. So that's another interest about people that that some people don't know. Personally, do you like to sit, you know, alone and be with your thoughts? It's very, very important. There are people like that. People find it, oh, it's weird and all that. No, it's not. There are some people that just like to be with their thoughts. That's like what interests them. What interests you as a person that doesn't involve other people? You need to think about it. There is always a fear of being by yourself, which is normal. Do you understand? Because people feel like there are certain people that feel like they can't be by themselves, which is something that you need to work on. That simply just tells you that there's something inside of you that you're scared of, that when you're alone is going to come out, right? So you need to know what interests you. That is you finding yourself when you are lost and when you are confused. Yeah. The last but not the least point is to be patient with yourself. Let me tell you something that I am coming to understand lately, is that finding yourself is a journey. You don't find yourself in 1 week. Yeah. You don't even find yourself in 2 years, because you're like a layer of onion, right? When you open this one, you see another one. Even you yourself, you're going to be shocked. Yeah. Lately, I think I've mentioned this so many times in one of my videos. I've been extra calm, and I'm like, okay, all right. Then it's just really, I feel like I'm living my life back on when I was 10 to 18 to, yeah, to when I got into school. And it's taking me back on, okay, this is who I really am, right? Because I honestly feel like who you are before you met people, before you started interacting with friends, before you started having friends, like as an adult, is actually who you really are, if I'm being honest. So you need to be patient with yourself. You are not going to find yourself in a year. You're not going to find yourself in 6 months. So it's a journey. You need to be patient with yourself. You need to take time with yourself. You need to allow yourself to blossom. And the only way you can do this is to be present. This is one thing that I am personally tapping into, to be present. I think that's one of the reasons why I'm even calm, because I feel like thinking about the future, thinking about what's going to happen next, gave me a lot of anxiety. But I started telling myself about a year ago that I'm here right now. I'm doing this and this and that. I'm doing YouTube. I can wake up tomorrow morning and say I don't want to do YouTube. I don't even want to know when that is going to happen, or if it's going to happen. What I know right now is I'm here now. I'm in Nigeria. I'm in my parents' house. I'm in this particular room, right? And I'm a baker at the moment, and I also do YouTube. So I'm dwelling in the present. There's no need. I know it's always very, very, how will I put it, very good to think about the future, but dwelling in the future robs you a lot of the present. So it's always very important to be patient with yourself. And by doing that, you need to be present. Yeah. So guys, we've come to the end of this video. I hope you were able to learn one or two. And if there's anything that you would like to share, please leave it in the comment section. I really, really appreciate it. Give me a thumbs up if you like this video. I would really, really, really appreciate it. Share this video to anyone that you feel might need it. I will definitely appreciate it. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, y'all.